Hey everyone, thanks for joining today's session exploring this introduction on Sage Research Methods Online, or SRMO, with me, Nathan Loynes. This powerful research tool can seriously transform how you approach your research projects. As you can see on the slide, SRMO is specifically designed for university students like yourselves. What makes it particularly valuable is that it addresses one of the biggest challenges you'll face in your academic journey: figuring out how to conduct research properly. We often focus on what to research, but the methodology, the how, is equally important for producing credible work. Now, think about your typical research workflow. You start with a question, search for literature, design your study, collect data, analyse it, and finally write it up. What makes SRMO special is that it supports you at every single one of these stages. Let me give you a practical example. Imagine you're designing a mixed method study on student satisfaction, but you're not sure how to integrate qualitative interviews with quantitative survey data. Instead of piecing together information from different sources, SRMO would give you targeted guidance specifically on mixed methods integration techniques, complete with examples and best practices. Looking at what SRMO contains, this isn't just another database. The collection is deliberately curated to focus exclusively on research methods. The Little Green Books and Little Blue Books series deserve special mention here. These are compact, focused texts that many of your professors probably have on their shelves. The Green Books cover quantitative methods, while the Blue Books focus on qualitative approaches. They're written to be accessible and practical, not theoretical textbooks that put you to sleep, and SRMO is the only place you can access them electronically. Now, any research tool is only as good as its organisation system. What makes SRMO particularly powerful is its custom taxonomy. Think about how frustrating it can be when you search for interviews and get thousands of irrelevant results. SRMO's taxonomy understands that in research methods, terms have specific meanings. So when you search for semi-structured interviews, it knows you're looking for a particular data collection technique, not just any conversation or job interview. This saves you hours of sifting through irrelevant material and helps you find exactly what you need for your specific methodological questions. The methods map is one of my favourite features, and it's something you won't find in other databases. Research methods don't exist in isolation. They're connected to philosophical approaches, theoretical frameworks, and analytical techniques. Let's say you're familiar with thematic analysis, but want to explore related approaches. The methods map would show you connections to content analysis, discourse analysis, and narrative analysis, helping you discover new methods that might better suit your research questions. This visual approach to exploring methods is incredibly valuable when you're still figuring out which methodological direction to take, especially in those early stages of research design. As research students, you'll likely work on multiple projects throughout your academic career. The personalization features let you create separate collections for different courses or projects. For example, you might create one methods list for your quantitative research course, another for your thesis project, and a third for a group research project. You can even share these lists with team members or your advisor to keep everyone on the same methodological page. Think of it as creating methodological playlists that you can return to whenever you need them. Now let's talk about something that will save you significant time: citation features. We all know the pain of formatting references correctly. SRMO not only generates citations in multiple styles but also exports them directly to reference management tools. What this means practically is that you can seamlessly integrate SRMO into your existing research workflow. If you're using Zotero or EndNote, you can send citations directly there without any copying and pasting or reformatting. This might seem like a small thing, but when you're juggling multiple deadlines, these time-saving features make a real difference. The additional functionality builds on what we just discussed. The Google Scholar integration is particularly useful. It allows you to quickly find other works by authors you discover in SRMO. For example, if you find a great methodology article by Creswell in SRMO, you can immediately see what else Creswell has published through the Google Scholar link, extending your methodological understanding beyond what's in the database itself. I want to emphasize this point. Watch the instructional video before diving in. I know it seems like extra work, but those 10 minutes will save you hours of frustration later. SRMO has won awards for its navigation design, but it uses specialized terminology that isn't immediately intuitive. Terms like methods maps make perfect sense once you understand them, but they can be confusing at first. Consider it an investment in your research efficiency. 10 minutes now for potentially hours saved throughout your academic career. What makes SRMO truly unique is that it brings together methodological content that would otherwise be scattered across dozens of databases, journals, and books. Think about how you currently approach methodology questions, probably piecing together information from various textbooks, YouTube videos, and journal articles. SRMO consolidates authoritative sources in one searchable place, ensuring you're getting reliable methodological guidance rather than questionable advice from random online sources. The good news is that as students at this university, you already have access to SRMO through our library subscription. You don't need to worry about the pricing details on this slide. That's handled at the institutional level. What's important to understand is that SRMO complements our existing library resources. It doesn't replace your research methods textbooks or consultations with your professors, but it extends and enriches those resources. Let's get concrete about how you might use SRMO in your current and future research projects. If you're writing a methodology section for your thesis or dissertation, SRMO can help you articulate why you chose a particular method and how to implement it correctly. If you're designing a questionnaire, SRMO can provide guidance on question wording, scale development, and validation techniques. What's particularly valuable is that SRMO helps you avoid methodological pitfalls that might otherwise undermine your research. It's like having a methods expert available 24/7 to answer your questions. As we wrap up, I want to emphasize that getting comfortable with SRMO is an iterative process. You'll discover new features and capabilities as you use it more. I'd love to hear about your experiences with it in our future classes. Did it help you discover new methods? Did it clarify methodological confusions? These insights will help both you and your peers leverage this tool more effectively. The resources listed on this final slide will help you continue developing your methodological expertise. SRMO is a powerful starting point, but methodology is a lifelong learning journey. Remember that strong research isn't just about having interesting questions or findings, it's about applying rigorous, appropriate methods. SRMO is designed to help you do exactly that, giving your research the methodological foundation it needs to be taken seriously in academic context.